Hello! I love doing these things and being in a moment with you. It's fun. So I just finished a Skype session with a client of mine overseas. It's fun. I love having people from all over the world. And what we were working with him was he has some interviews he has to do for jobs and he has some big visions. But doing the work, the mind-body work that I do, we discovered that he had been beating himself up, that he was, deep down he had a belief that he was lazy. And that the reason he had not done the work he was supposed to do for me was that he was lazy. And then exploring the story, we brought it back to when he was 13 years old. He was supposed to learn 10 poems for school, and instead of learning his poems, he had gone outside and played, being a typical kid. And so when it came time to do his presentation, he did not know them, but he was saved by the bell because the teacher didn't get time to finish with him, so he had a week to come back and do it. But he felt bad about himself. He didn't feel proud about himself. And so working with him, we brought it back to the truth. What was the truth? Was it really that he was lazy, or that as a child, he still had not understood the difference between pleasure of the heart, which makes you proud of yourself, and pleasure of your emotions, which in the long run takes you down and makes you question who you really are. And as adults, often we run from those old tapes. So now he's an older man, but deep down in the back of his mind, he was not proud of himself. So when we look back at it and really examine the situation, he saw that he's not lazy, he's an athlete, and when he can actually combine pleasure to what he's doing, he's really good at taking actions. So the key for him was to realize that he's a proud man that takes action when it's in line with his heart. That's what we had to click with him. And with you, it's the same. Maybe if you're beating yourself up about something, just go and look how, at that moment, maybe you were just learning the difference between your heart, pleasure of the heart, and pleasure of the emotions. It's not that you were lazy, it's that you were confusing those two. And you know that you're following the heart when doing those action steps lead you to feeling proud of yourself. When you follow action steps into the emotions, usually in the end you feel not so good about yourself. That's my insight for tonight.